Hi, I'm Extraayogurt, and welcome back to another speed build. If you've been here before, once again, welcome back. And if you're new here, basically, I'm just walking you guys through every little detail of me creating this custom hood, South Valley City. So someone on my last video, someone had suggested building a museum, and I really love that idea. So that's what my next build will be. But today we're gonna be building Palms and Stones Spa. So I just thought it would be a good idea to have like a gym and a spa kind of in the same area and have it be like a little like wellness like region of the hood. But yeah, this this build was really difficult for me, and it took me a very long time. I think when I upload this video, it will be by far the longest video I've ever uploaded. I think I kept going through kind of like creative stumps, and I was struggling. This was something different. And then also, mind you, I had tried building this spa before as well and spent days on it, literally just to bulldoze it all. But but yeah, so I really wanted to give it a like kind of resort kind of feel, and yeah, you guys will see. I just wanted to mention that I have really appreciated y'all's comments and feedback and tips. Like I said before, the person who suggested the museum build, I love that, and I would love to do that on my next build. There was also someone who suggested just a regular like kind of walkthrough video of like my building process, and I also love that. Someone had given me a tip on how to build past the invisible barrier on beach lots, and I'm definitely gonna try that. So all that just to say, like I really do appreciate all the comments and feedback, everything. Like it's very much appreciated, and I do my best to take everything into account and try to remember all the comments and stuff. But I love it. So on that note, I kind of was thinking like I really haven't talked to you guys about myself, or like I guess my life outside of YouTube and like things that happen. So I just have a really funny story to share with you guys that happened to me the other day while I was editing, trying to edit this video. So if you have pet insects or pet bugs, please, you may want to skip past this part because it's a little bit morbid. But basically, the other day my cat found a scorpion, a huge scorpion. Like, this thing was massive. I showed a bunch of people, and even they were like, yeah, that's the biggest scorpion I've ever seen. It was ridiculous, and I was terrified. I have an irrational fear of bugs, like irrational fear. It was moving so slow too. It was like moving like a crab. But anyways, so this particular kind of scorpion is not venomous to humans, but it is very, very venomous to cats. And I have 2 fur babies, so I had to take care of that. So basically, I had just captured it in like a glass, and I was just kind of staring at it in awe, like, this is really crazy. And so I had my friend help me out, and she suggested that I boil it and keep it in case my cat did get bitten, then they can identify what bit her. I was like, that is so smart. I never would have thought to do that. So she transported it from the floor into the boiling water, and yeah, so now I just have like a boiled scorpion in a little container sitting in my kitchen. But yeah, it's called a striped bark scorpion. So if you see one of those, if you see any scorpion, just know, like, even if it's not poisonous to you, it could potentially like really hurt your pets. So you just want to be careful about stuff like that. But I just thought it was so funny that we boiled a scorpion. Like, that's wild to me. But it's even more wild that a scorpion found its way into my home. Anyways, yeah. So but anyway, back to the build. I thought the pool behind the glass thing would be really cool to add. And if I'm being honest, I don't know if I did it correctly. I watched a few seconds of a video on it and just decided, like, how hard can it be? Like, I can do this. So it looks good to me, but maybe I did something wrong or could have did something better. You guys can let me know in the comments. But yeah, I love how this build is like split level and everything's kind of connected, and it's like it's just like its own little special retreat, and that was what I was trying to capture. Listen, me and bullprop constrained floor elevation false, we're not friends. I don't know. We are not friends. I do not know what I'm doing every time I turn that cheat on. I just cross my fingers and pray that something I want is gonna come out of it. So when you see me like messing with that cheat and kind of like messing with the terrain and the foundation and the walls and stuff, like, please don't think I know enough about it to like give you guys tips on it. I just know how to make like attached garages and basements. That's about as far as my knowledge goes, and I need to brush up on that skill for sure. I think I really admire simmers who are skilled with that cheat and know how to use it intentionally, because I really do just turn it on and cross my fingers that it's gonna do what I want it to. Can y'all relate, or is that just me? But anyway, I think it came out really nice. I just wanted it to look very smooth and cohesive and have everything nice and connected. I don't know when I started building these massive lots or deciding that was necessary, but if you guys have noticed, my community lots have been huge, like almost using the maximum size lot every time. I don't know why or how that happened, but I do want to scale it back, because as you guys can see, this video is extremely long. It's like longer than some movies, and I feel like that can be a little unnecessary, unless y'all don't mind, unless y'all like it. That's fine too, but in terms of exporting and uploading, it's just a little inconvenient. So right here I wanted to do like a sunken in seating area, and I thought that would be really nice and look kind of luxurious, excuse me. Yeah. Oh, someone had also said in one of my videos that the music was a bit loud over my voice, and I completely understand. It can be hard for me to determine what it's gonna sound like for you guys. So I did my best to lower the background music, but if it's still too loud, you guys can definitely let me know. Because I know, like, I hate when the background music is so loud to the point where it's distracting from what detracting from what the person is saying. But yeah, thank you for that feedback. As you can see, there I was struggling again with that cheat. And I could not find a way to make that little planter box work. But yeah, this is a cool little tip for you guys if you want to add little custom planter boxes. It's just to use the stage tool and just make a little overhang there. I think it looks really nice and modern. Oh, as far as CC goes on this lot, from what I can remember right now, I used a one custom content flooring, one custom content wallpaper. I used some bottle shelves that were a Sims 4 conversion. And honestly, other than that, I don't think I used any other custom content. But if it pops up, I will let you guys know, and as always, I will put it in the description for you guys to go check it out. And I'll have to check, but I think that all the CC I used is okay to be included. I'll have to double check that, but I always try to leave the information for you guys. So yeah, I'm always talking about how I try to use minimal CC, and someone actually said they love the use of CC. Like, so I was like, okay, I need to, maybe I'll do a build where it's like CC heavy just for fun. I love CC. I absolutely love CC, but something about just using Max's stuff, it just looks so nice and clean. So there's that CC flooring that I used for the rooftop, and here I am just kind of trying to figure out a color scheme and like patterns that go together. This is something I love to do in my builds, if you guys have noticed, is mixing different patterns, different textures, rather than just use one wallpaper for the whole building, which is fine too. Like, sometimes that's very appropriate, but I like to try to keep it interesting. And then the half wall situation that I did on the roof, I also think adds dimension to the build. Everyone may not agree with that, but yeah, I thought I did something there. And then I keep going underground to paint the inside of the foundation because I can't stand when surfaces don't get painted. So I try to make sure every nook and cranny gets a coat of paint and flooring. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, like, I was not digging this build until I started decorating. But even it wasn't even until like halfway through my furnishing that I started really liking this build. I think I mentioned before that I tried to build this spa one other time. I took days on it and I did not like it. So that's also why it took so long for this video to come out, because I was struggling. This was something different for me. It was very different, and I wish I could have saved some screenshots of the build I had before. It was just overly complicated. I mean, it was creative and it was cool, but it was very laggy and overly complicated and hard to furnish, and your Sims would not have been able to even function or walk through it, I don't think. So, yeah. Me making that simple change of the flooring was a game changer. It just changed the whole vibe of the build. It made me love it. I love that stone flooring in combination with the stone walls. I think it looks really nice and clean. So yeah, so that main build, well, I figured that the building on the ground, like at road level, I figured that would be the building where you go in and you pay for the services you want, and you can kind of just, you know, check out the pool and kind of lounge around. There's bathrooms there. And then in that street level building on the second floor, there's just a bar. It's pretty much just a place for your Sims to like mingle and stuff, I guess. And then in that building higher up on the elevated terrain, that's where you can get like your massages. And on the second floor of that building, there's a restaurant, full-blown restaurant. So and there I was painting the ceilings. If you guys have been watching, keeping up with my videos, you know me and ceilings, like ceilings gotta be painted. They have to be painted. But anyways, yeah, so what was I talking about? Oh yes, so it's embarrassing to admit, but I have no idea if I place a massage table on a community lot, is a worker going to spawn at the table, Or do Sims have to give other Sims massages? I have no idea. This is not something I've tested out or anything. If you're new here, I don't play test my lots as of right now. I just don't. But I will in the future. Right now, I just want to focus on building all the lots in this city. But yeah, if your Sims need to just ask someone to give them a massage, I think that's still the lot still has a good functionality, if that's the case, if that makes sense. But here I am adding all the kind of tropical plants that I can, trying to fill up all that space. I'm trying to get better about like picking a lot size and not feeling like I don't have to fill the whole thing edge to edge with building, which I did kind of go all the way to the edge here, but it's okay. I left some space on the side there for extra landscaping on the left side of the lot. But adding all the plants brought this place to life. I love it so much. I can't wait for you guys to see the nighttime screenshots and just how everything looks. So I think I've said this before, but my tip for landscaping, if you are not great at landscaping like me, then okay, that sounded weird. If you are like me and are not great at landscaping, then this is a good tip for you. Turn on your move objects cheat, turn on your set quarter tile placement cheat, or your snap objects to grid off cheat, and literally just place your plants in little clumps like this. That's all I did. There was no method to it. I just placed stuff in clumps where I saw fit and filled up all the planter boxes. See, I'm just placing stuff. Oh yes, and also turn on your allow 45-degree angle of rotation true cheat, just so you can get some variety in like the rotation of the plants. Maybe I went overboard. I don't know. I think it looks really nice. And your terrain paint, please use multiple terrain paints and blend them out. I don't mean to be like stating this as if it's a fact. I'm just like, this is just what I like to do. Like, obviously there's more than one good way to do things. That's what this game is about. But just my personal opinion, I love blending terrain paints together. It adds a nice sense of realism. That's what I was looking for. So if you're going for realism, then what I'm saying will be pertinent to you, since that's kind of what I sort of try to aim for. All right, so here we are in like the main check-in building, and I tried to do this whole situation with the counters and it just looked way too bulky. I wish I could explain how much time between each like little clip cut that there was, because I was taking like a whole day break just to kind of let my creative juice like refill. Yeah, had to make sure that there was access to upstairs here, and wanted a little bit more sunshine coming through. Yes, I think this is where it really started coming together, and I started to get excited about it. However, this is an awkward shaped building to work with, so it took me a minute to figure out what I was gonna do. I'm kind of thinking I should have cut this part out, but this bathroom was putting me through it. It was putting me through it. I don't know what I was trying to do. Everything was just looking bad, but don't worry because we turn it around here pretty soon. I came to the realization that obviously there's a pool there, so you want to shower in the bathroom, of course. So I love the color scheme that I had going, but the layout was just a little funky. But I love stuff like this. I love kind of challenging my creativity to see what I can do. And I'm glad I followed through with this lot, because so many times I was thinking I'm just not gonna do a spa at all, but I like how it came out a lot. So there I put the little walk-in shower situation, using those little showers from University Life. And I feel like a lot of walk-in showers have that little ledge to where you can like sit down and, I don't know, like wash your feet or something. So I added that. I added a stage in there, and just proceeded with the rest like normal. But yeah. Have you guys ever seen someone take this long to build a regular bathroom? I was amazing myself with how long this was taking me, but I think that's pretty normal when it comes to like building stuff you're not used to and kind of getting out of your comfort zone. You really have to make the catalog work for you, unless you have lots of custom content. But yeah, where are y'all's favorite places to get your custom content? I'm really interested, because for me, I'm a big fan of Mod The Sims. So much talent there. Tumblr is obviously like, it's just a crazy good place for custom content. Around The Sims 2, I feel like is highly underrated. I love Around The Sims 2. I donated to them so I could have the ability to download stuff in one file, and I think that is some of my favorite CC, just because of like the little details. There's like a lot of clutter objects that I really love on there. But yeah, leave a comment down below and let me know if I'm missing out on somewhere that I should be checking out or what. But Mod The Sims and Tumblr is just like, I mean, you have endless talent there. I really admire the CC creators, because like that's part of the reason this game is still kicking today. So this is where I was talking about there being like a little check-in spot. So this would be like the front desk, and I imagine that like on the TV screens they would have like all their spa services and like the price of everything. And I just wanted like a really nice like foyer, like entryway kind of thing. So I just put like a little check-in desk and like some decorations. And then you guys will see that at the check-in desk I put like a like jewelry, some little like jewelry displays. And then way later in the video I add some like souvenir displays too. And then I was like, wait, well, now I'm thinking, why would I put souvenirs when it's a spa? It's not like a vacation destination. So I kept kind of like confusing myself because it looks like a vacation destination, but it's just like a regular spa. Like I don't know. Maybe it still makes sense to y'all, hopefully, but yeah, this wasn't my like. I still like this area. It wasn't my favorite. I think I was kind of struggling on like decor ideas. I did know that I for sure wanted plants inside. And every time I put plants inside of a building, I just think, I don't know how the Sims are going to take care of the plants. I don't know if they're just going to die and you're going to have to replace them, but it looks good. It's good for the aesthetics. So up here is where like the main bar is gonna be, and I don't know, I just imagine like it's giving it's giving like very vacation, even though that's not what I meant to be. That's just what it is. So like, say you went and got your massage, or like you went for a swim, you went and took a shower, and then like your Sims meet up with their friends like at the bar just to like socialize and stuff, and just kind of unwind and relax, or they grab something and then head out to the pool. I don't know, it was fitting. So these are the Sims 4 to Sims 2 conversion bottle shelves that I really like. They really come in handy because my builds tend to have a lot of bars. But yeah, so that's one of the major pieces of CC in this build. And there's not much, so like I said earlier, I will include it in the description. Just adding some seating. A lot of the Bon Voyage objects I do not like. So the fact that I used these bar stools and chairs is kind of crazy. But it fit really nicely. It fit the kind of tropical vibe. I really tried not to use the same objects over and over. So if you see me put something up and then I change it, even though it looked perfectly fine, I was probably just thinking like, oh, I already used this somewhere else, or I don't want to overuse this item. So yeah, decorating when you don't have CC can be very it can be really boring because it's like you've seen every item a million times. Well, let me not say that. Honestly, every time I look through the catalog, I feel like I find something that I've never used before. But in general, it can be pretty boring, because you're trying not to reuse the same objects, but like those are the objects that you like and everything. But still, still there's stuff that's more like underused for me. And a perfect example are the ceiling fans, and the fact that they're functional is so cool. I don't know why I don't use ceiling fans more, but they're functional and they add like a lot to the atmosphere. And because this has like a very like vacation retreat vibe, I thought that the kind of leaf paneled ceiling fans would work perfectly, and it looks so good. Do ceiling fans catch on fire or anything? Or because I feel like a lot of objects in The Sims like just be catching on fire for no reason. So I just feel like anything that can operate it's either gonna break or catch on fire or something, but hopefully that doesn't become a problem. So So that whole bar contraption that I put in the upstairs bar, it looks weird. Looking back on it, it kind of looks weird. But my thought process was that it was like some of the wine. What am I saying? Some of the bottles were refrigerated and some could just be left out on the shelf. And so that's why some of it is enclosed in glass and the rest of it is not. Does that make sense? It makes enough sense for me. So that explains that. But now we've moved on to the massage area. And at first I was like, let me just put a bunch of massage tables in a row and just have it be open. Maybe put a wall between each massage table. But the more I thought about it, the more I was like, well, I've never had a massage before, but I imagine that you have separate rooms, and some of the rooms are for one person, some of the rooms are for like pairs, like if you want to go with your partner or you want to go with your friend and be in the same room. So I kind of tried to make it that kind of layout. But as you can see, I made a very complicated contraption for the bathrooms, and I hate when the bathroom doors show. Like even in the first building, the bathrooms, I wanted to hide the bathroom doors. I just hate when they're just out there. Okay, I don't hate it, but I feel like it looks better if you conceal it, especially depending on what the building is. Like this is like, this lot is kind of more like classy or whatever. So I'm like, well, let me just try to camouflage the bathroom entrances. Yeah, I don't know. So here I am trying to make the little sections for the massage tables. That one on the end could be like for pairs, like I was saying. The ones in the middle are for like single people, single individuals who just want a little more privacy. And then there's some just out in the open that's like, oh, you don't really care to have complete privacy, but you still want a little bit of privacy, which is why I put up those fold out privacy fold out things. I need to get better with my words, y'all. I'm sorry. I love using this ivy. I think it's a nice addition, especially because this lot is so plant heavy. I think it looked really nice. I'm very big on ambiance lighting. I love warm lighting, so I used a lot of sconces. I tried to avoid the overhead lights as much as I could, because usually it's harsh lighting. There I was just adding the souvenirs to the counter. So yeah, your Sims can grab a souvenir and tell everyone at home about how they went to the spa and they had a great time. Here I am just trying to find good artwork for the massage area. I really liked kind of the more rustic look. I wasn't really loving the super modern artwork. You guys get what I mean. So I found these really, really cute, would you call that a tapestry? That wall hanging right there. I thought those looked really nice and added a nice pop of color to the place. I went back and forth with this area a lot because I just didn't know what to put. But yeah, I really wanted to try to keep the tropical vibe going throughout the whole place. And I don't know if I would consider those tapestries tropical. No, I wouldn't at all. But it just seemed like it made sense. So there I am with the sconces again. That is one of my favorite objects in the whole game, is that sconce right there between the tapestries. It's perfect. In my opinion, it's perfect. Yeah. There I am adding more artwork, trying to get the lighting right. I love those rugs because they blend in with this stone flooring and makes it look like it's a part of the flooring and not just a rug. So I just want to apologize for my need to justify everything. I realize that probably annoys a lot of people because it annoys me when I listen to my own voice recording back. But I realize that's just how I it helps me make building decisions when I put a reason behind everything. I don't know. Is there like a word for that where you feel like you have to justify everything? I don't know, but sorry about that. This is another underrated object in The Sims 2. These booth chairs, just like a little something that's cool if you haven't seen it, is when you place the chairs like that, your Sims will actually like sit in the chair and then like scooch over. Like if there's a Sim sitting on the corner right there of the booth and another Sim needs to get in, like they'll scooch over to the side. I think it's the coolest thing. I just love the details they put in The Sims 2. Like, it is unmatched. That's why I'm still playing this game. But somewhere in the process of building this, I decided I should make this a restaurant, because before it was just going to be another bar, but I was like, no, I want something different. So I decided to make it a little mini restaurant, and I'm hoping that it's fully functional and there's no issues, because sometimes when you make a restaurant as a part of a larger community lot, it can confuse the game a little, especially when there's other like tables and chairs around that could be used as seating. Sometimes it should be fine, but it can confuse the game a little bit. It's definitely still going to function as it should, though. I am super excited to be able to use this lot in like actual gameplay, and that goes for any of my lots, because I haven't used any of my lots in like live gameplay yet. So I'm really excited to see how it goes. I know there's a mod to increase the maximum number of Sims on a community lot, and I feel like that is something that is probably really useful for big lots like this, when you just want to see it like just really busy and like packed with Sims. So I added another bar here as well. I know it's like bar overload, but I just that's what I imagine. Not imagine, this is what I've seen from like little retreats or resort type things. Like, there's always a bar everywhere you turn. There's a bar because you're on vacation. So thought this was a really neat addition. I just built a stage in the shape of kind of like a centerpiece or fireplace or center table, and covered it in the marble wallpaper and flooring. Threw a bunch of rocks in the middle, put lights under it, so it really looks like a actual like little fireplace centerpiece kind of thing. I even put the little fire thing in there. I don't know if it's actually gonna blow out fire, but we'll see. Well, you guys will see, and when you use it in live mode. I also put the bubble blower. I like to call it a smooka because it's like a Sims hookah. So I put a little smooka there, but I think I ended up deleting the smooka because the colors weren't doing it for me. But yeah, just adding some lights to the pool. I love the outdoor area. I think it's very luxurious, and it just feels like you would be on vacation here. There's another regular pool if your Sims don't want to get in the pool held up by glass panels. Of course, I had to add the little hot tub on the corner. I love that hot tub. Tried to make sure I put lots of recliners. These recliners are very cute, but I hate the overly shiny finish on the hardware. Like, I don't know anything about creating objects or meshing or any of that, but I know that's a thing sometimes when it's just like blisteringly shiny, and I don't know what the name for that is, but it's like almost like it's glowing. That bothered me a little bit, but it still looks really nice in my opinion. So put some recliners in front of the glass pool, and those actually got a good amount of shade just based on the way that the building is built. So I made sure I added some umbrellas to the spots that are just in the sun, just baking. Gotta have music. I hate when I forget to add radios to my lots. I just use my move objects on sheet to place the table under the umbrella to make it look like it came together like that. Added some seating. Maybe your Sims will be out there like, I don't know, just socializing or like playing cards or eating their little meal or something like that. Tackling the lighting was a really big task for this build because everything needs to be illuminated. I refused to have any dark areas on the lot. I had a little accent try to come out there for a second. But yeah, I love making sure everything's illuminated, and it's mood lighting. It's not just any lighting, it's mood lighting. So we have to set the tone of this place. If I were building a hospital, I would put 1,000 fluorescent lights, But yes, I made sure to hide all the outdoor lighting in the bushes, in the plants, by the trees. I hid lighting everywhere I could hide lighting. And it was definitely worth it. It elevated the mood of everything. Just trust me y'all when I say these things. I added some little tiki torches. I think those are so cute. I know they're like supposed to be in the dirt, but I didn't care. I was like, just imagine that they're like bolted to the ground and they're not real tiki torches. Of course, my classics, rooftop lights. Oh, and we're getting into the cinematics, so please enjoy, and I will be back when we get into the screenshots. And also, please excuse like my frames were dropping real bad because of how many plant objects were in frame. So just try to bear with me on that. Hello. So I hope you guys liked that. I know it was a lot. I tried to get the same shots in the daytime as in the nighttime, just so you can see the difference. I took hundreds of screenshots. I wish I counted so I could tell you the number, but usually when I do my screenshot sequence at the end of my videos, I make each picture last like 5 seconds or so, 5 or 6 seconds. I cut that in half for this just because of how many screenshots I took. But to me, the more the merrier. It doesn't matter. But I was having a blast just getting some nice pictures of the place. But yeah, here's the massage area, of course. I absolutely love it. I would spend my money here. I don't know about you guys. I would definitely spend my money here. Yeah, no, there's a little private massage area. There's a one for 2 individuals, little fish tank, nice view of the balcony. I absolutely love the view from the balcony too. It is just gorgeous. Yeah, I really try to take screenshots of every little thing, even the boring parts, even the bathrooms. Like, look at that. I think that is so nice and like serene. I love it. I hope you guys have been enjoying these videos. I look forward to making many, many more. And I was curious if you guys are interested in like anything beyond like building. Like we could do let's plays or something like that. Just let me know in the comments what else you want to see, or should I stick to building? Is that what you're here for? Or are you just here for any and all things Sims? So yeah, please let me know. Thank you for always tuning in and leaving comments, and thank you for the subs as well. I really appreciate you guys. So yeah, as I said, my next build video should be, it's gonna be the museum, and then after that we'll just see where we go from there. But for now, I'm gonna leave you guys with the rest of the screenshots, and thank you for watching. See you in the next video.